So there it is. Where do you go after Guy Williams? Well, look, I'm really excited to support our next guest. He is running 10 half marathons in 10 weeks. Why would he do that? Sam Walsh joins us next to break it down. You are listening to the WellBeings radio show. Stay with us. Back right after this.
Living a healthier life doesn't have to be hard.
WellBeings with Dominic Bowden.
Helping you get fit, physically and mentally.
On Today FM.
Welcome back to the WellBeings radio show. We are getting a lot of messages from you. The question we asked this morning is, what's getting you excited over the next 2 months? Text us 3920. Loving the show, Dom. I'm excited about a holiday with the family. My wife is finally going to visit her mum in America. It's been almost 3 years and we cannot wait. From Captain Phil, well, I hope you enjoy that trip. I know a lot of people are getting ready to get out of the country. So, yeah, exciting times ahead. And we are going to what I think, he's a great New Zealander on the phone, Sam Walsh. He's taken matters into his own hands. He's running 10 half marathons in 10 weeks. He's doing it for I Am Hope. Sam, what a legend, mate. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Dom. Thanks very much. That's a very kind introduction and good morning to your listeners.
Yeah, I think, first of all, let's start with the why, right? And I know that was a bit of a personal reason. Obviously, I Am Hope and all the great work they do, so good to throw your support behind it. But it was almost more a personal thing that made you want to jump into this, right?
Yeah, 100%. I guess take it back to square one is I'm a rugby sort of lock build, Dom. I'm 6'7" and certainly upwards of 110 kgs. So, you know, being this sort of height and weight fluctuates up and down and has throughout my life. And COVID lockdown in Auckland, it wasn't kind on my waistline and it wasn't kind on my liver either. So come December and January, I was like, right, I've got to do something about this. And went for a few runs. I've tried every sort of diet out there. And then I thought, right, time to take some action properly. And so I've always been a bit of a runner, just a bit of a weekend warrior. And I thought, right, let's do something like 10 half marathons in 10 weeks. Obviously, we all know how good running is, or exercise for your mental health. Yeah. But also just for the physical health too, and sort of partner up with I Am Hope. And as you just mentioned, they do some wonderful stuff. I asked if it's okay if I can raise some money for them and awareness, and they've been spectacular. So that's where we're at.
I think one of the big things is that it's just good to be having these conversations, to be talking about it, for it not to be something that people find hard to engage with, right? So for you, as a Kiwi man who's just living life, getting out there, having a few beers, you know, making some good decisions and bad decisions sometimes, like we all do, how do you feel about where we're at right now and the fact that you can probably catch up with a few mates over some beers and be like, mate, how are you? And then not accept, good. They go, nah, come on, bro, how are you? You know, how does that feel to kind of be in this moment we're in right now?
Oh, you bang on. Like, I was thinking about that last night, and, you know, I'm a kid from Cambridge in the Waikato. I grew up in primary school in the 80s and went through high school in the 90s. And at the time, mental health, of course, was not a thing, and it was just taken hard and uphill. Played rugby, luckily enough, overseas, and you know, it's just that environment that we were in, and it wasn't okay to speak up and say how you are. I think, well, for me personally, I can speak for me, is surround yourself with some good people. I've got a really good group of friends, both outside of work and in work, and we're just really open and say, hey, look, I'm not feeling too good today. You know, I've got a couple of mates that ring me up 2 or 3 times a week just to chat for themselves, and it doesn't have to be, oh, look, it's really, really bad, it's really serious. It could just be simply wanting to have a talk about mundane things in life, but the fact someone's reached out to you, I think is really important. And maybe going through your phone list, and if someone's listening here and thinking, I haven't spoken to that person for a while, give them a call. And it doesn't have to be, hey, look, I've been thinking about you, how's your mental health? It's just checking in. I think that really helps massively.
It's so true. And, you know, I think we've all got that crew of friends that we're quite close to, but people we haven't seen in a while, it's so good. You know, I love getting a text from someone like, hey, mate, you just came into my mind. So, yeah, we should catch up soon. Yeah. Bang on. You talk about your mates. What do they make of this whole 10, half marathon situation? And what kind of form are you in right now? Because you've got one under the belt. You've already done the first one, right?
I did the second one last night at about 7 o'clock at night. Yeah. So look, 10 half marathons in 10 weeks. So I did the first one last Friday, and that was in the wind and the rain. Look, I've been doing them around home. I live in Karaka. second one last night, the sides were a bit sore this morning. But that's all good. And look, everyone is 100% fine. There's been a few concerns from my family being such a big guy. They're saying, what are you doing? Think of your joints later on in life. You know what? They're probably right. But at this point in time, just getting out there and doing it, and 99% support's there, and that's cool. So that's what it's about. And I suppose showing, I think my most was 3 half marathons in 3 weeks or something like that. So I remember thinking, and maybe, was it 4 weeks ago, what can I do to do something, that's going to help out people and students and communities like I'm Hope. And that's where I thought of this idea. So I know it's a bit of a challenge. I know I did think the day before the first one, what am I doing? But hey, we're two in, and I'm feeling good.
Well, they say the hardest thing is lacing up the shoes, right? So I'm sure next Friday afternoon you put on those shoes, away we go again. For those that don't know I Am Hope, I mean, you've been able to, I guess, work with them or, at least talk with them.
Yeah.
What are they all about? And, what really impresses you about, the change they're trying to make in society?
Yeah. Well, the first thing is they go into schools and they go into communities and they talk to the youth of New Zealand and people in general and say, hey, look, it's okay to have that inner critic in your head that says, hey, I have to live up to this perfect life. I have to be this. And if I'm not, 9 times out of 10, these kids are thinking, well, geez, I'm not very good at this. I don't know about you, Dom. I know personally myself, I'm every day thinking, oh, so-and-so spoke well. Oh, it's my turn to speak in this business meeting, or, gosh, I've got to do this. I'm not going to be very good. What do people think about that? That's called the inner critic. And it's just going into these schools and communities and letting the kids know it's okay to have those thoughts. It's okay to have those feelings, because we all have those thoughts and feelings. And normalising mental health, normalising the inner critic, and getting out there and saying it's okay.
Yeah, I think for me, and I get asked, a bit about the public speaking, it's like if you've got those feelings and the uncertainty, it means you care, and it's okay to have those feelings, like as you say, and I think encouraging that in kids especially is so important. So yeah, I Am Hope, just beyond this, if you are out there and you want to support an amazing organisation. And I think, kind of in finishing, one of the things we try and do, Sam, is focus on gratitude. You've got a great group of friends. It sounds like a lot of supporters. I don't know, when you're running, is there a kind of around the bay type situation where people are giving you like sugary treats or Powerades? How's that looking?
Oh, there's talk on the 10th one that I might do it at Victoria Park and have a few friends and family, help me in the 10th one. But all in all, it's just any support. Text Sam to 3520. Any donation is I'm very grateful of it. And just at Sam Walsh NZ is my Instagram page if you want to follow the progress as well. So yeah, let's do this. 2 in, 8 to go.
Yeah, I think it's so awesome, brother, and I just love that you kind of take it into your own hands, and there's a lot of support out there, I know. Yeah, as I said, gratitude. It's Saturday morning here, another beautiful day throughout the country. Some weather not playing ball in some places, but what are you grateful for this morning after 2 and 8 to go?
You know what? I'm standing here looking at a whole lot of people play netball at Takanini. People are out there. Seems like we're over COVID. We're getting together. We're mixing up, and it's grateful for people to be out there, out and about playing sport. Get out there and do it.
Sam Walsh, legend, brother. Good luck with the rest of the runs, and we'll be out there supporting.
Thanks for the opportunity, Dom. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. We're going to take a break.